Hi, I'm Marian McHugh from UC Today, bringing you all the latest news on the collaboration and unified communications space. Today, I'm joined by Dan Coleby and Peter Sweetbaum from Content and Cloud. We will be discussing how they were selected as one of the first partners to trial Windows 365, the channel opportunities around it, and where they see it sitting in the hybrid working environment. First of all, thank you both for joining me today. Could you both give me a little summary of your roles at Content and Cloud and what it is the company does?
Sure. Firstly, thank you very much for having us. We appreciate it, Marian, and great to be here with UC today. I'm Peter Sweetbaum, CEO of Content and Cloud. Content and Cloud is an organization which provides digital transformation and technology services around the Microsoft ecosystem to our clients. Our clients are typically mid-market, enterprise and public sector organizations, but we also serve the SMB part of the market. So a product like Windows 365, absolutely relevant to all those markets and those market segments. So thank you very much for having us on today to talk about Windows 365.
Thanks, Peter. And Dan?
Yeah, hi Marian. My name is Dan Coleby. I'm the Modern Workplace Product Director here at Content and Cloud. And that means I spend quite a lot of my time working with Microsoft very closely, the sort of product development and marketing teams to help them bring new services to market and land them in the right way for the customer. I spend a good amount of my time as well working strategically with our customers to help them to embrace the modern workplace workloads. And I use both of those two inputs to make sure that our own products and services around modern workplaces is appropriate and delivering maximum value for the customer.
So to kick things off, how was Content and Cloud selected to be one of the first partners to pilot Windows 365 with a client? Peter, do you want to field this one?
Sure, no problem. I think this really goes back to the relationship that we have with Microsoft and our expertise in modern workplace, as Dan has just outlined. We've worked with Microsoft for many, many years in terms of looking at their product development, working with them closely before products are launched, and equally as a launch partner for newer products to make sure that the market understands and really gets the benefit of new product strategy and new product features and functionality. We are a trusted pair of hands, essentially, with Microsoft, particularly in modern workplace. One of the most recent examples of that is we were one of the leading partners from Microsoft for launching the Microsoft Managed Desktop, which is a relatively recent product, which has gone very, very well. And this has really put us in a great place to be one of a handful of partners to be asked to support Windows 365 before its launch and now.
And Dan, can you tell us a little bit about how that trial experience with the client was like?
Yeah, sure. First of all, it was a heavily NDA'd program that we were a part of, so I wasn't even allowed to talk to other Microsoft people unless I knew they were part of the product team, because obviously new products like this are very closely guarded secrets by Microsoft. So the clients that we had involved for several months running up to the launch of the product, first of all, they were really keen to get their hands on the technology early on. So lots of clients appreciate the opportunity to get a bit of an advantage by leveraging that new technology. And they really also like the opportunity to solve some of the business problems that they had with some different technology in a different way. And we kind of took that and not only prodded the technology with those customers, but also helped them develop the business case for leveraging the technology and understanding the different use cases it was most appropriate for. And now actually that the technology is generally available, we've got some customers doing some really interesting use cases with it. So we've got one customer who is using the cloud PCs from Windows 365 to analyze video footage from drones that they, as part of their business, they take this video footage. I've got another customer who's exploring the use of the cloud PCs to manage and control medical equipment within hospitals, which is a really interesting use case. And then obviously we've got slightly more mundane use cases like mergers, acquisitions, divestiture of businesses, where anything really where they need that flexibility around some cloud resource to deliver desktop to the end user.
And Dan, how does Windows 365 differ from the Windows operating system that we're all familiar with?
Sure, yeah. This is a common question, actually, I think, because the branding makes people think. I've heard lots of other partners and customers say, "Oh, Microsoft charging us twice for using Windows." I mean, they're not, because what you get with Windows 365 is Windows truly delivered from the cloud. Microsoft are calling it a new category of computing in a cloud PC. So what you're paying for through the license is actually a virtual desktop in the cloud. You're paying for the compute and the storage that you get with that. And on that virtual desktop, you can deliver either Windows 10 or the soon-to-be launched Windows 11 onto that desktop, which means you're really creating a more of a level playing field for the user. They can access that cloud PC from any device at any time, anywhere, etc. So especially when we're thinking more about hybrid work environments, and then we'll come on to talk about that a bit more later. But what you're doing is you're receiving a really good version of Windows, very well managed, but delivered from cloud resources to the user wherever they may be. And that means, I think, when often customers have got a variety of different users, some of them might be permanent employees, some temporary employees, some maybe third parties who need access to their services. They can therefore leverage Cloud PCs and Windows 365 to deliver what's a properly managed, secured corporate desktop to any of those users, no matter who they might be.
And Peter, from a partner perspective, what are the highlights of Windows 365? Where are the opportunities around it?
Well, there's quite a lot actually, and I think it's a win-win is what I call it, between us as a partner and our clients. It's fantastic for us, of course, to have the opportunity to be a thought leader and early adopter, and that's where we're really we play at our best in terms of working with Microsoft on that thought leadership and market strategy in terms of product development. As Dan mentioned, we were involved, but I didn't even know about it. Dan stuck to his NDA very rigidly. But we've seen a lot of interest in customers following the launch, and we've even already won some business on the back of it, and because of our capability, which has been fantastic. One of the things that Microsoft 365 does increases two things. I mean, one is the number of endpoints that are under our management for those clients to take it, which gives us incremental revenue opportunity for the support and the managed service around the desktop. But it also gives optionality to a client. Because we're capable within Microsoft Managed Desktop, Windows 365, conventional desktop solutions and services, what we can really do is work with our customers to give them the refined choice and selection based on the different types of users that Dan just mentioned. Because it's so easy to deploy and to decommission cloud PCs, we can be even more agile in the support of our customers and their needs. And that's great. So that's why it's good for us and good for customers.
And hybrid working is obviously the phrase of the moment. How does Windows 365, how does it lend itself to collaboration in a hybrid working world? Dan, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. Well, I think as I described earlier, what you get with a cloud PC through Windows 365 is a full version of Windows, fully capable of running any collaboration and communication tools like Teams or SharePoint, for example. And but what you get with Windows 365 is a personalized and persistent experience. So if I log on from my phone, or log on from my laptop, or log on from perhaps my personal computer at home, I can pick up exactly where I left off with that cloud PC. So the experience is always consistent. It's the same kind of quality for me. It's the same security sitting behind it, and it's my work is where I left it. Also, because that same cloud PC can be delivered to all of my colleagues, no matter what type of person they are within the organization. So, often when you have perhaps temporary workers or third parties, you sometimes get different levels of access, and it's not a common playing field when it comes to truly collaborating with people, because everyone's receiving effectively the same level of desktop and the same level of access through that model. That means I can dip into that cloud PC. I can use those collaboration tools to talk to whoever I need to in the same way that they are effectively, which means that it becomes a very good solution for those different types of personas. And it also means that people can have a choice of the end user device that they access the cloud PC from. So again, in this world of hybrid work in which we find ourselves, it makes it easier for people to fit their work into their life and pick up whatever device they might have at that time, or might need to access a particular piece of information. And that the cloud PC very much democratizes that ability to collaborate and communicate by providing the same level of service to all users, no matter where they are.
And just as a follow-on from that, Peter, in your view, what impact do you think this platform will have on the UC and collaboration space?
First, I love the fact that we're now being asked as a technology business and IT business about the unified comms space. We didn't used to be asked about it, and what you're seeing is, at a technical level, the real opportunity for convergence around communications and technology. Secondly, we recently acquired a company called Sitcom, which is a specialist in UC and collaboration space, particularly in the Microsoft ecosystem providing Teams. And Cloud PCs work incredibly well with Teams, and so this provides another method to access, the UC and the collaboration experience for users, which is fantastic and really exciting. Equally, being able to provide a fully capable managed Windows device to all users, as Dan says, whether they're permanent or temporary or third party who needs to access the systems, but the ability to collaborate as well, using Teams and having that full UC and collaboration experience for those different types of users is really, really important. And as Dan says, democratizes access to UC and collaboration as well, as the different types of desktop experiences people have. So we're really, really excited about it, and very, very pleased to be interviewed by UC today, which is great for us. I guess it is a demonstration that convergence is really here, and that you're welcoming technology companies like us onto the platform. So thank you very much. It's been great.
And thank you for joining me today, Dan and Peter. It has been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. That's it from me. If you enjoyed today's discussion, please like and share this video on social. It's always appreciated. I'm Marian McHugh with UC Today. Thank you for watching.